7:36 p.m. Tuesday, June 1st, 2021, episode number 865 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hey, Jonathan. You said 865.
865.
Yeah Dude. America through the eyes of two American Americans. Thank you so much if you joined us for 864, but I think most importantly, thank you right now, wherever you are, for joining us for 865. I've got something right here. As a member of the SAG-AFTRA union, I was going through my newsletter. Groundbreaking innovations were held at the Consumer Electronics Show.
Virtually.
Virtually.
Or did it happen?
It happened in Vegas virtually, but this newsletter that was sent to us this summer was telling us about potential game changers that performers that you and I would have to maybe think about. These are things that they were bringing to our attention. Recreated humans. What? Okay, I'm listening. Will technology jeopardize our ability to believe what we see? Deep fakes and the ability of robots to take the place of humans are not only challenges to performers whose images can be purloined for profit-making or nefarious purposes, but for all workers who can potentially be replaced by robots and computers. SAG-AFTRA wanted to underscore the widespread influence of this trend. We are watching this very closely as is the entire labor movement, and we will fight to make sure that this is done in a responsible way.
That what is done in a responsible
I believe
way?
the cloning of
deepfakes.
Deepfake cloned human actors. Incredible performers range from sadness to glee. That's the best actor I've ever seen. You want to know a secret? It's AI generated deep fake. What? How? I mean, you've seen those Tom Cruise deep fakes. If you only watched a little bit and they weren't so stupid in what they had him do, you could get duped.
I think I got duped by the first one.
You did, huh?
The golf one or something. Like,
he's like, hole in one. You were like, he did. You were like,
there he goes.
Of course.
Oh,
why wouldn't he?
Tommy.
Yeah.
Some bullshit where I was like, and then, he
like
turns
darts,
his face
bullseye.
And it goes like,
Yeah,
whoa. And then I was like,
turn back. But this is SAG is going to keep an eye. Are you going to perform? What if
close eye?
A close eye. I mean, what if I heard a podcast? So that sounds like Jonathan, and that sounds like me. And it was the comedy was being recreated. I mean, without the visual, if you were just doing audio, I mean, deepfake audio has got to be easier than deepfake video, right?
I mean, I think certainly with us because
Sonically,
there's 1,000 hours of us talking, so you just have to dump all that into a database. Excuse me, I just dropped $4 in change.
Yeah, so much piggy bank over here.
Never get change anymore now.
Piggy bank McGee over here. Don't worry. I keep about $3.50 in dimes and quarters in my pockets at all times. Enough for a burrito. I've talked about doing this before. So just take words.
You could just take us and all the hours that we've put in, dump that into a database and have it slice it up, and you would probably have
enough.
All the words. We've said all the words at some point.
You could do a nice little bit on something.
And so you could rearrange either of us to say just about everything.
Just about anything.
Yeah. I must kill the president,
No, but it would be, beat Donald Trump. Like what?
Maybe. But we've said enough things enough times that you could probably find the right inflection because I've said
just run a program
and all those a million times.
A coder could come in and run that program, and we could kill the old president. They're trying to kill the old president. I don't think that's.
I must kill the old president.
It's not as big.
Must kill the old.
It's not as big of a deal, I don't think.
What would be cool is if.
But that's a good movie too. Trying to kill the president? No.
It's way easier to kill the old one.
Ex-president.
It's a lot less.
Jimmy Carter? No.
No, damn it. But also, what if you...
But what about the greatest actor ever created in a deep fake, the greatest thespian to ever live? Deep fake.
The first
great
thespian.
Well, just like Andy Serkis, like there should just be a special award for his body work, his animal body work. Are we going to have to create a special Academy Award for deep fake thespian? You know? You take all the best parts of all the greats.
Olivier
De
Niro.
No, he's like, I'm walking here. You take all the greats, the best line of each of the greats. You mold it into a single deepfake AI augmented thespian Pacinian actor. Bot.
Pacini and Bosch.
I'm glad that I want SAG to keep an eye on this. I certainly can't because I can't tell the difference. We thought that Tom Cruise had a hole-in-one again. I was like, again?
God,
no,
this guy.
It's the same video. Oh, another bullseye, man. He loves darts. For someone that doesn't drink, is rarely in the pub, I didn't think he'd be so good at darts.
Who knew? He must have one in his trailer.
He has one in the trailer. It's his darts trailer. I saw that little guy in that fucking Maverick. I saw that trailer. Like, man, he's...
Oh, they had a trailer for that at what's it called? Deep Space 2 or whatever?
Cupid Dose gave me that Maverick.
How was that?
Terrible, but I mean, we'll be there.
Who's that little guy? Another little guy? Or
TC. Augmented TC.
There's not a new little guy.
No, not a new little guy.
But is there a new little guy?
The new guy.
And who's that?
Miles Teller.
Is he little?
No.
Big.
Huge
guy.
Giant.
And does this take place
right now? Tomorrow? Tonight? Today? Present? Now? God, is that augmented? That's augmented Cruise. God, he's good. Man, he can fly that fucking thing.
Man, he can fly good.
Damn, he can fly good.
I don't think that that's too much of a concern just yet.
They're keeping an eye on something they probably don't yet need to tell me about.
Not quite.
Right?
And also, why did you wrap that into like CES? Like, what do you... I mean, I guess... I'm sure they're showing that technology at those... But it's like... AES.
Recreated
CES.
humans at CES was, I don't know if it was a panel or it was, they claim it's a groundbreaking innovation. I think they probably they probably showed them that fucking Tom Cruise and they were like,
well,
actors are fucked.
No, I'm sure what it is probably some company is...
Oh, they had a sizzle reel.
The thing about...
God, who's that new actress?
The thing about those deep fakes is that they take quite a bit of computing power and quite a bit of time. So my assumption would be that a company probably at CES might be revealing something that like, oh, it does the same thing, but in half the time.
Oh, but in worse fashion.
You know.
I mean, they're terrible, like everything as is. It took 6 years and $81 million for Tom Cruise to turn into the camera, for me to laugh at it, and for you to be like, wow.
Wait,
nice.
To fall for
nice putt. I was like, you believed that? But great putt,
Tommy.
You
know that I had Maverick's flight suit, like from Top Gun,
like not
that my parents bought at a charity auction, and I used to get dressed into it.
I can't. How do you not have that?
I think
could you ever let that go?
Because
what phase of your life did you think that wouldn't still always be the greatest thing you ever had in your life?
I know.
Materially.
But you have to think about the age I must have been, because it fit me perfectly. I mean, at like 11,
yeah,
I was like,
you were on cruise control at 11.
I think 1 year I went like motorcycle helmet and like Mav, but it was the full Maverick flight suit from the movie, like documented. Like
signed certificate of authenticity.
Absolutely. Now,
signed by Elron
there were probably
himself.
How many? I mean,
well,
5, 10,
2 a day. They shot for 4 months.
But nonetheless,
he put it on his face, touched his skin.
Put on auction by Tom Cruise, bought by my father for, I mean, you know, we're talking
all the money.
Talking
Don't
money.
care what year it is.
Charity, Emmys flowing.
All the money.
But I used to put that on.
Yeah, you did. When did that leave your life?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, my parents donated it to another charity auction years later.
Fuck.
When it no longer fit my body.
Fuck. Now it's Seth Green's. Fuck. If I find out that he fucking has that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I had the real deal. I mean, if I walked into ArcLight with that bad boy.
Opening night, it would be like barely, it just like, I could wear it. It would probably fit.
It would fit. It would fit.
If I went in with fucking aviators.
Samantha. Get Samantha in it.
Samantha wearing this.
Put this on.
And I'll
with us.
I'll hold the certificate frame next to her and walk next to her in. Crowd would just like
Chinese theater.
Yeah, Chinese back.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Which one of these 932 seats shall I be sitting in? Wow.
Real deal.
Had that. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Best thing you ever had. Probably won't own anything ever that good again.
Probably not. Almost definitely not.
They gave it away.
I mean, I'm sure
Fuck.
it's worth probably more now than it was then.
It's gonna be worth so much when that comes out.
And once that bad boy, that could have been an inheritance. It could have been given over in a will.
Wow.
You get Maverick's flight
Yep.
suit. And you,
Get,
Jonathan?
first edition books. Goes to Benjamin. Jonathan, you're getting the
you know the one.
Once worn during outtakes, Maverick worn touched his skin. You don't know
And
what
my
that,
skin.
It's touched 2 greats. 3 greats. Cruz, Larquette, Green. I want that suit. I deserve it.
I wonder if we could track it down. Like my guitar.
We can, anything's possible.
I mean,
who has that?
Well, all I have to do is try and get my parents to remember where they donated it to,
Yeah,
what auction they donated
we
to.
can find
and
out.
Then there'll be documentation.
We'll go right into that. Yeah. Fuck.
That is so dumb.
San Diego Children's
How have
Hospital.
I never told
have
you
to drive
that?
down to San Diego?
How have I never told you that?
I don't know. Fuck. What are you gonna do? Just keep an eye on things, everybody, because technology is going quick, real quick.
The other thing I had as a young child.
It was almost as good because nothing could ever be that good.
No, for sure. This is bizarre. Was a paper mache fish mask that Mark Hamill wore in a play that was given to me by one of my mother's work people, when my mom was still a casting director, because they knew that I was like obsessed with Luke Skywalker and Mark Hamill.
And he
had done a play,
theatrical production somewhere in Los Angeles,
and she had wound up with his mask from this play. No idea what this play was or anything, but she gave it to me, and in my mind, it was somehow like, this is Luke Skywalker's like fish mask.
Bold stretch.
Which is
wow,
wild. But in my mind, that's what I was told. And so,
wow, it's not Hamill's sweaty
cool?
99 seat
is that
theater.
Cool? As cool as Maverick's.
Oh, that's so much worse. Put that on now. Hey, let me tell you the story behind this. You know Mark Hamill? And the people will be like, no.
I'm like, well, let's start there.
Luke Skywalker? Oh, I know Luke Skywalker. Oh shit.
August 20th, 21st, and the 22nd. Los Angeles Convention Center, and this is apparently going down. We have the Horror Tattoo Expo. Over 20 different contests, 300 artists on site.
I want to be a part of that.
Get your spooky tats on.
You don't have any spooky tats, do you?
Just in time for Halloween, but they'll be healed. You get it on August 22nd.
You don't have any
by
specifically
October.
Horror tats, do you?
No.
Now, horror tat would
could
definitely be
anything.
horror pop culture.
Well, that's.
But can it also
I just saw
be-
a gentleman in
could it
Home
also
Depot
just be
yesterday
like a-
that had an old, like a a very well done portrait of like the Wolfman from like, you know,
Fantastic.
that kind of thing.
That's what I like. Chucky.
But then also just horrifying
The way artists,
scenes.
the way
You mean
these tattoo artists now are so good. You could do a crazy
spooky
scene. Yeah.
Not just
Like a
reference to
in your own mind, like
the
what is
genre
this?
of horror.
Oh, that's what's this train with boxcar with all these dead
Hobos.
It's just in my mind.
Drifters.
Is that a movie? Yes, no, it's
zombie hobos.
I've always dreamt of. Yeah, I bet you're gonna see some elaborate, intensely realistic tattoo work being done and
on
display.
being displayed, yeah, being shared,
being scared.
scared and
More
shared.
like it. That you got to be careful going into there. And it's gonna get like into shit like Conjurings. I know there's a bunch of Conjurings. They'll be like, that's scary. You know, you won't know. Like, oh, that's Conjuring 2.
Like the movie?
Yeah, like there'll be shit like that. You just don't. You got to be really
Like into the
horror head.
Oh yeah, like
I'm not. I don't really know. Like I know the greats. You know.
You know, there's some Rob Zombie, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses shit that will be like, what are you talking about?
And, like secondary characters like that just showed up. Oh, that's the he was at the jailhouse. Remember he was at the water cooler?
Yeah, the cleaver.
Yeah, the water cleaver cooler. Remember that? Remember the water cooler was filled with blood and he took a sip and he was scary looking and old?
There he is.
It's an exact rendition. I like, you know, I'm more traditional, you know.
Yeah.
You know how I am.
Americana.
I like it, you know, like Chucky with like Marge Simpson's head, like this, like I got her. How though? I like the fucking worlds to bend and mend. You're gonna see some intense work at that show.
Yeah.
I want to get scared. I
wanna
want your
get
body to scare me.
What?
Want it to entice me,
And then
surprise me,
terrify me.
share me, scare me, and terrify me.
Share and scare. Don't forget.
Forget I'm in a convention hall.
Scare and share.
Hashtag LA Convention Center. But you're walking around the middle of the day, you're going to get there. You're going to be scared.
Tom Brady, the oldest player in the National Football League.
There it is.
He will turn 44 years old on Tuesday, August 3rd.
He'll be 43. Adam Vinatieri retired.
44.
He'll be 44. You'll be 44. What day
4
was
days
it?
later.
So you're much younger than Tom Brady.
4 days younger.
Much younger.
Almost a week younger.
Almost a whole week. So he will be the Super Bowl champion quarterback, will be the oldest player playing in the sport of professional football.
Yes.
Is that possible?
The oldest.
The oldest person playing?
The oldest and greatest.
How can the oldest person playing
Also be the
greatest champion?
That's how it works.
You ask.
It's like the samurais.
It's like the samurais. The oldest samurai. I'm 4 days younger than the greatest samurai
Of all time.
Of all time.
So he ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere.
How can you? How could you?
How could you?
When you're like, I think I'm still like the best at this.
But if could you imagine? I wouldn't want to be suiting up and running away from people chasing me in that context.
Why?
It's not something I just mean as a experiment, prank, YouTube vid, Instagram live, recreation, something we do like on video in a jackass sense. I would not want a uniform equipment manager to walk in here right now, put us in pads and say, we're going to do one series of plays like you are the quarterback, but we're going to have an actual team
of 25-year-old like
play.
lunatics try and kill you.
We're going to play. Would you like to do that? No, I would not want to try that. And what we're going to do actually is like not hand the ball off, but we're going to pass. And the passes are going to be deep routes, so you really want to hold on to that ball as long as possible let the receivers get down. Is that something I can interest you even one time? No. But yet,
here we are.
He's not scared, or is he? Or is every single snap of the ball sheer terror? And he doesn't tell us.
That's why he's so good.
And that's why he's so good, because he's on the
feels like
razor's edge.
He's on the brink of
He's
death
right there
at
on the
all
brink.
times.
Yeah, he knows even the
This
slightest
is
mistake, it's over.
dead.
So it keeps you
Dead on the field.
So dead, so sharp. I don't know. We were talking about delicious things that we take for granted, and we bring them to other places, and we're so excited for those places to get to indulge in things that we just like. Donuts, right? We take donuts for granted, I think. In my opinion, I don't know. Call me.
I don't think they're ours to share.
You'd say
our donut,
pastry, that donut, that's
that's fried dough with sugar on it. There's a lot of.
What about a donut?
I think that might be kind of ours at this point. Certainly,
there could be.
You drop a Krispy Kreme on somebody. I don't even care if they've had a donut. You drop an OG Krispy Kreme,
warmed up Krispy Kreme.
Even people that eat donuts in America, if they've never had a Krispy Kreme, their life gets rearranged.
You go to Bulgaria with hot fucking Krispy Kremes. Tell me what happens.
Yeah.
Dead Bulgarians, because the ones in the back are trying to get to the front. Duck Donuts started in Duck, North Carolina in 2006. They now have 105 stores in 22 states.
Never heard of this.
They just opened one up in Puerto Rico. They're going to open one up in Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
Everyone loves to open in the fucking Emirates, huh?
Dubai's where it's at, dog.
Should we go there for
Should we go and open up
a live show?
Certainly open a show. Fast casual show. Duck Donuts is one of the nation's fastest growing donut franchises, serving warm, delicious, made-to-order donuts. Okay, so they've awarded the rights to develop and sub-franchise in Egypt, and they're going to open up 25 locations throughout Egypt over the next 5 years. First one's going to be right in the heart of Cairo. We're very pleased to announce our expansion to Egypt and enter our partnership with Master Foods, a group that's eager and ready to integrate the Duck Donuts brand with a country filled with rich history. Not only are Egyptians always looking to try something new, especially desserts, but the culture has a strong focus on family values, which aligns perfectly with our brand. Okay, great. Duck Donuts will land in the heart of Cairo. Soon we'll be able to sprinkle a taste of happiness throughout Egypt. Egyptians can now become part of the Quack Pack, because when you're a duckhead, you're part of the Quack Pack. Now, I was like, that's, they must know that in the heart of Cairo, that these locals, they want that warm duck donut flavor. Now, Dunkin', they've got 3,200 stores in 36 countries. They are in Egypt, and from what I could see, killing the game. Dunkin' Egypt.
Not for long, though.
Hold on. Just had Ramadan. Ramadan nights won't ever be the same. I'm on Duncan's Egyptian Instagram. Top off your iftar feast. Iftar is when you break Ramadan in the evening when you get to eat. So you haven't eaten anything all day.
No,
right.
Not all day.
No.
Or I guess all day.
Yeah. Wake up. Oh, fuck. I didn't wake up. Is the sun out? No, you fucked. You should have set the alarm. I'm already starving at 8 a.m. waiting for the fucking sun to go down. Don't worry. Dunkin' Egypt is right around the corner from where you live. How about, can't pronounce it, QAMAR Eldon Donut, which is a local, it's apricot paste donut. Apricot, sweet, filling. Haven't eaten in 12 hours? There you go. How about a sobia-filled donut? Sobia is a traditional Egyptian drink. Sweet coconut milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and cardamom filled into a glazed donut. And I've told you haven't eaten in 10 hours. I told you that.
Where?
Where you haven't eaten in 10 hours. And I just dropped an apricot paste donut and a sobia donut and was like, I'll break the feast. Thank you. Killing it in Egypt. So Dunk Donuts, they better.
What do we know about Duck Donuts? What's their
warm,
vibe?
Warm.
So they
come at you warm.
That's more of the Krispy Kreme angle.
But that's tough because then you got to have ovens. You want to keep that shit as simple. If you got you need a heating source. You don't know what the fuck can go down. What if the power's out?
Yeah.
I need a donut that can power me through these feasts.
Room temp.
But dunk in Egypt and Cairo. Can you imagine if we rolled into Cairo and we're coming over to the iftar feast and people are starving and I drop a 12-pack? Boom. Who's our new friend? Don't worry about it. Here I am. This is how we bring cultures together. This is how we bring that. And how come we don't get to taste that shit?
Well,
Can they bring that
I was just
over?
wondering
and
if they could maybe get us a little. Somebody send us some of that.
Can we get that? I want that apricot or apricot, Oregon or Oregon. But I want that. It ain't right. So Duck Donuts thinks that they're just going to come in just because you're warm. You're going to go up against the king, Duncan, who's already established himself with the Egyptian people.
They're not that good.
Interesting.
But I don't know if that means, how Big Macs are like amazing in France or whatever. Maybe Duncan in Egypt is like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Like, this is mental.
Duncan Egypt? Yes. Duncan States?
Not so much.
No. Boston? No.
It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken in fucking Iceland. Best fucking food you'll ever eat in your life.
Wow.
It's mind-boggling. Everyone talked about it, and I was like, this is so fucking stupid. Well, and then I got there, and I was like, this is like the best.
Is that just because they're eating fucking garbage, and so that was like, they're so excited?
No. It's the best thing you've ever eaten in your life.
You're going to eat like frozen halibut like 72,000 times in your life?
For whatever reason.
Interesting. The spices, Icelandic spices.
KFC in Iceland is out of control.
You've been to the Reykjavik KFC?
It is.
I've been to the Cairo Dunkin'.
So fucking good.
I've been to the Reykjavik KFC.
This is a show.
It's my bucket list.
This is a show. Going to those types of things in other places.
That's a great show. Is that on Travel Channel or is that on
the Food Network?
Food Network.
It's a hybrid.
Or just on Discovery Plus. Stick us on a plane and they send us there. Yeah. And I watch you eat these things and you tell me how much better they are and I believe you.
Yeah. Like matcha fucking flavored shit in Japan, like all the,
when they do like the Kit Kat, like
wild ass shit in different places, but just all
American fast food
crazy
places,
fast food and fast casuals in other countries.
Yeah. Famous American fast food companies, but eating the local twisted flavors.
I'm not kidding you about the KFC in Iceland. It was crazy how good it was.
You sure it wasn't a combination of being homesick and
it's
eating fish 3 times a day every day?
It's a known thing.
Really? I mean, this keeping in mind that when we went to Pat's and Gino's in Philly for cheesesteaks, that Frosty ordered a fish sandwich. So it could just been like he could say that the fish sandwich at Pat's or Gino's, whichever one we got it at, is the best fish sandwich in the world because it just reminded him of being home. You saw that bucket and you saw the Colonel and you were like, I'm back, baby. I'm home, baby.
Best KFC in the world. TripAdvisor.
Wow.
You might think KFC is just KFC, but think again. If you are traveling in Iceland, it will be better here. All the ingredients that are not just spices are all local.
What?
And locals source, and the sources taste much better there because of the great water quality. Also, the burgers and stuff with any kind of mayo taste much better in Iceland.
TripAdvisor, huh? All right. What are you going to do? Fuck. That's it. Discovery Plus. Stick you on a plane and send you there.
How much is a KFC meal in Iceland?
It's probably expensive, right?
Because it's so fucking good.
Yeah, you get because it's so good, or because it's so remote.
It's both.
I like to go. I don't eat KFC unless I'm near an active volcano.
Now, Iceland is also known that they ran McDonald's like out of the country. They ran McDonald's from 93 to 2009. In 2009, they closed the last McDonald's and they're not allowed to open anymore in Iceland. They were like, because they didn't want them there because they're like bad news.
Okay.
So they were like, fuck off. And so people stopped supporting them and ran them out.
But KFC is thriving.
After the financial crash of 2008, the one McDonald's restaurant in Reykjavik left town. Okay, so maybe they didn't run them out.
Okay, well, yeah.
It was not very established in the first place as the local burger chain. Hamburgerbolagen.
Hamburgerbolagen? They have the craziest mascot. Frosty McGugengloben? That guy's nuts, man. He's like a little gnome. and he comes out of the marshes and he hands you a burger on your birthday.
Ambergulen.
Yeah.
Amborgarabulen.
Rockton Skeiner Glambengluben. He comes out every birthday and hands you a shitty burger. Hey, what are you going to do? Do you have this fucking...
Best KFC.
Do you have that plant-based patty from Jimmy Dean?
No. Have you?
No, because first of all, my first thought, and the first thought I read on Instagram, Jimmy Dean is rolling over in his grave.
So that's what you haven't had.
It is so disrespectful to
Mr.
James Dean. To Mr. James Dean. Stop trying to shove this bullshit down people's throats. This will flop, and I hope it does.
All right.
And I was like...
That's what you wrote.
Yeah.
Send.
I was like... That's not your business.
Is that a breakfast patty?
This looks like a breakfast patty.
I will try that.
Jimmy Dean Delights. It's a patty made with brown rice, beans, and quinoa.
good.
It does have some egg whites. It's not totally vegan, but it's
fucking Morningstar.
But it's Jimmy Dean. And what do you think about Jimmy Dean's wife? Is she still? What about Jimmy Dean's family and everything that Jimmy Dean do? All the pork and all the slaughter and the killing that Jimmy Dean is on his life. And now what?
And now what do you do?
And now what you're going to do? You're besmirching.
Is the Dean family still involved with the company?
Or he sold that shit back in the day.
Namesake is
it was like
gone.
Sarah Lee, and then it's probably owned by I'm sure it's owned by some sort of multinational.
I would say
that's where I get my laundry detergent, my breakfast sausage. All comes from the same
conglomerate.
Just whatever button. I need a breakfast sandwich. I gotta do my laundry, and
new
what
shirt.
else? I gotta clean my shirt and my sneakers, but I also need dishware mugs. You hit all the buttons, and then one company, and it brings it to you.
Shows up.
I just can't believe the disrespect. For me to stand in a supermarket and see the name Jimmy Dean, it signifies something to me.
Pork.
Slaughter. And I want to reach for it. And I want to taste it.
I want to taste the slaughter.
And it's like sick to me that they just, and what, from money?
It's going to flop.
It's from money, right? They did this strictly.
It's going to flop. Don't
Their
worry
principles as a company, what they stand for, what they're about, how they've fed, since 1969, how they fed American families breakfast. The idea that this is a money grab. Oh, is it because this is the new hot thing? Oh, hashtag plant-based. It's sick to me. I'm standing in a supermarket and I see Jimmy Dean and I look at my family and I nod and I know what it means. But do I know what it means anymore?
No.
Because I brought home milk because I used to know what milk meant. And then I poured it and it tasted funny. And I looked at it and was like, milk! Then one of the 19 other kinds of milk there are that's not real fucking milk. Because I know what milk tastes like.
It's not.
It's a deceptive. Let me tell you what's going on. What's going on in this country? Deceptive liberal fucking money grab.
Cucking money grab.
It's sick, because that used to words used to have meaning.
Jimmy Dean
used to have names. Used to have meaning.
You knew.
Sick.
Sick. I'll report back.
Yeah, I was on this guy's Instagram.
Jimmy Dean?
You read a comment like that, and then you gotta
familiarize yourself with the gentleman.
An hour with this man who's very excited about this Dawkins fucking concert he's going to. Dawkins back, and he's very excited about that.
Dawkins dead, isn't he?
He's going to Dawkins playing, and he's excited. And
this is recent?
This is happening, yeah. And there's he got his daughter on a dirt bike. There was a lot of behavior on his Instagram that I was 100% not down with. Yeah, a lot of people said not get her on the dirt bike yet, but this isn't our blood.
John Dawkins is 67 years old, alive and well.
All right.
Let's see here.
Yeah, my guy, he's got a lot of thoughts about a lot of things. Dawkins being one of them. His young daughter on a dirt bike being another. His friends got pissed though. He just bought a Ford F-150, and they're like, "You bought a Ford?" Because he grew up a Dodge man, and then they went on a back and forth on his friend was actually kind of disgusted that he bought a Ford. He was like, man, he's like, my wife, she convinced me. So his friend was like kind of disappointed, I guess. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go see Dawkins and play this.
Well, I'll give you this guy's handle. You could fucking.
Dawkins, Warrant, Winger, Mr. Big, and Lita Ford playing together in Sunbury. Backyard Summer Concert Series. I guess, yeah, there's 2021 and 2022 dates for Mr. Dawkins and Co. Better Homes and Gardens, your guide to a happy, healthy life. 48% of Americans do not have emergency supplies on hand. You are supposed to stash at least 3 days of water and food for your family, friends, pets. No, for your family, including your pets. You also have to have a first aid kit, copies of your personal documents,
your band's personal documents,
and all your band's travel documents, a portable charger for your phone, a 7-day supply of all medicines that you take regularly.
Meds.
All right? 3 days of water and food for you and your pets.
And your band.
And your band. And your all your friends.
And your band's drummers' girlfriends.
First aid kit, copies of your passports, birth certificates, social security cards. This portable charger, vaccination.
You would know.
Proof of vax.
You are. If it came down to it, I'd want you around because you're a man I could trust. You'd take out your Leatherman and you'd like do things. You could get radio signals, or you'd keep us alive. So I don't want to scoff at these things, but some of these things, like documents, in what scenario of something happening would you need your passport?
Well, first of all, if you needed to vacate the premises.
Country.
Yeah. Get out of the country.
If we were in a situation where 350 million people by tomorrow needed to be out of the country.
Well, no. If
you
were slick enough to get out of the country.
With your passport.
It needed to get out.
And the country.
Thought maybe it was the safest place to go.
What if you live in the middle of the country? You just have to find a way to get to whatever the closest.
Oh, you're assuming that this is us fleeing to Mexico?
About you and I, like an hour away from another country. If like I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying like hop a plane to Canada. Like you just need to be able to show your stuff.
And what's the scenario that half the country would?
I'm not sure, but let's say what about
get out of the country.
Documents like
homeowners.
What
insurance?
if you get burned alive and they don't know who you are and they need to use your documents to find out who you are?
So in your briefcase, you've got all your dental records from you a boy.
What if you need to prove to somebody who comes that you are not squatting in the house that you're living in, that it's actually your house? So you have to bring a copy of your lease,
my passport, dental records. What has happened? Nothing. It was a 3.2 earthquake. Everything's fucking fine. 3 days of water. If you're going to need 3 days of water, you're going to need 30 days of water, right? What's the difference? If you needed 3 days of water, you need 30 days of water. And if you don't have 3 days, whatever, you'll be fine. If 3 days, I could stand on my head for 72 hours.
The thing about the water in our situation here,
got to take my contacts out later.
3 days
water for that
was what would allow. The idea is that the water supply in a bad earthquake could become contaminated with raw sewage and stuff.
Don't want that.
If pipes break, mains break, that all of a sudden, that 72 hours is, that beyond 72 hours, you need those documents because you need to get the fuck out of where you are if you need more than 3 days worth of water.
Yeah,
so the idea is just to keep yourself safe while the city
shit
and
goes down.
Shit's like getting. You're not drinking out of the fucking tap because
stick your lease in someone's face. See,
rent
this
control.
is what was my deposit when I moved in. It was it's cheap. It was a long time ago. Where are we? What happened? Fuck, man. We were talking in the last episode. We're celebrating Father's Day. There's this weird website. It's called Cards Wishes, CARDSWISESHES, Cards Wishes. And it's wishes. It gives you prompts or sentiments, greetings that you could give to another person.
Verbally?
I believe.
Or you can make your own card?
Cards Wishes. You know what? I got a birthday card because this is birthday wishes for a father from his son. And my dad's got a birthday in September. Your dad's got a birthday in November. It would be good for us to be able to,
memorize some of
to
these.
memorize these to say over the phone. If the youth of nowadays can have a great sense of commitment towards their families like you had with us, the society will be better.
Yeah.
Thank you for your commitment, Dad.
Happy birthday.
I want you to know this, even if you are not my father. I will be your biggest fan, but you happen to be my father and my mentor. Happy birthday to my mentor, Dad. So I'm imagining that
Maybe some
the
translation.
translations, but it's red hot.
Cards wishes.
Cardswishes.com. Thank you for always being there for me, Dad. I wish you the best birthday.
Even if you are not my dad.
Even if you're not my dad.
Or my birthday.
Or my birthday. Or your birthday. But I'm happy that I'm blessed enough to be the son of such a great and strong man. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I would like that.
Yeah.
It's so amazing how time runs. But it's beautiful how your kind heart has never changed a bit. Lots of love from me, your son.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. With every age comes the challenges. But I hope that this age won't be too challenging for you. If it is, just call me, Dad.
I think that's just call me Dad.
That just call me. Yeah, because that's in life.
Comes around.
Yes,
I'll
beautiful.
Take care of you.
Kuna Matata, they call it.
Now no, call me Dad.
A great birthday to a great daddy. I pray this age will give you more reasons for joy. You're loved to the hot Mars and back. Enjoy your special day. That's going to give him a... I mean, that'll give him a stroke. He will stroke.
The waterworks.
Oh, yeah.
He said hot Mars.
I want to be an astronaut.
He knew I always wanted to be.
always wanted to be an
If I hadn't
astronaut.
had him, if you hadn't made me have him, I would have been an
Mars.
astronaut.
I see myself in you, and that gives me courage to become the son you've always known me to be. You are kind.
Yeah, good.
I've planned for today, and those plans will be revealed to you in a few minutes. Just get dressed.
Get your fucking clothes.
We're going out. Get your lease, your dental records. You'll get to know the surprise.
In mere moments,
You'll be
you'll
with the
knowing this
angels.
surprise.
You'll know what the sweet angels sound like. You be with Mom and the sweet angels. Happy birthday to you, angelic Dad. I call you angelic because your guidance is because I killed you in the last card. Your guidance is very good for a growing man like me, and I really wish to have you around for long. So enjoy your special day. To my pup man, who has been my real G.
Pup, man.
From day one of my existence. I'm really proud and excited by your old age. Thanks for everything. To my pup man, who has been my real G. The kind of respect accorded to you, Dad, is something that comes from every fiber of our being. You've made the lives of everyone in this family special. Happy birthday, best Dad. I may not be as strong as the other boys.
But I'm as good once as I ever was.
As good as I once was, Dad. But I'm as good once. I ain't as good as I once was, Papa.
But I'm as strong once
But
as
I'm a
I ever-
strong young boy, not weak. And you can lift more weights than the other dads. And I'm as good as once as I could have ever been. I have the best dad who knows my true strengths. And that's why I love him. I wish him the best as he turns a new age today.
Even though I'm weak.
Even though I'm weaker than all of the other boys. Thanks to you. Dad always wants me to keep records of money for him because he always forgets. But when I try to be wise and keep some for myself, he remembers. What a smart dad.
Hey, that's the one I'm giving.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm giving my dad.
Oh, boy. Happy B-Day to the serious man who makes us frightened when he gets angry. Smile, Dad. It's your day. Wow. My dad's birthday. I'm curious if he will let me drive his car today, as he will be busy for celebrating.
Drunk.
Cards wishes. Happy birthday, Dad. I'm weaker than all the other boys.
Happy birthday from your weakest boy.
The weakest of all your boys. The runt of the litter. Dad, but I love you. I love you, G. Number one. G.
Number one G man.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
those are
That's great.
choice.
Sometimes you don't know what to write. You get, you know.
Pornhub has released a tech review. We often report some of Pornhub's findings as beyond just people's taste in pornography. It also it reveals quite a bit about all types of behavior,
Sexuality,
choices,
sensuality, man, woman.
This is traffic on Pornhub. What platform one might use? What medium?
When engaging
that is
with content.
A phone, a desktop and/or laptop, or a tablet.
Should that be an iPad? Is that a...
Yes.
Those are being your three options of where one might engage with this content.
83% of that content is viewed on a phone.
On a mobile telephone. Right there. Right in the palm of your hand. Wanky wanky.
Yeah.
I'm going to engage with this content in and with the palm of both hands.
Yes. Something I've thought about.
That's recently, like
Just
earlier today for the drive.
It's very like that's a hands-on experience. That's you're
really tactile. It's very
you're either doing something that's probably not
legal,
terribly
sanitary,
or you're keeping those two things separate. At which point you are like pretty much occupied. Like you wouldn't be able to defend yourself from any type of attacks, falling objects.
No, if something was to happen.
Yeah. I mean, you're really like...
If something was to just...
You're juggling.
Say a door knocked open for some reason.
You know, you're tied up. Anyway.
Yeah, you would be in a compromised position.
83% of people jack off on the phone. 13% desktop, 4% tablet. Now, I would assume that the tablet is also just used in fewer numbers because it's owned in fewer numbers. Most people have a phone. Most people have a desktop. Not everybody in the world has a fucking tablet.
Okay.
Now,
a tablet being a mobile device, a large scale mobile device. You'd look really weird if in the same situation people caught you and you had carried the desktop to a different area of where it resides, a different desk. Let's say the desktop in your home pretty much is always on the top of that desk. And then
what desk?
The desk
like
in your
office. A common area?
The common area, your office. And let's say family members that weren't supposed to
barged
be home,
in on you.
Barged in, and you were doing that, but also the desktop that 100% is always on the top of the same desk was on the top of a blanket in a room it had never been in, or they would say, sir, they'd say original G.
Why didn't you just use your tablet?
your mobile tablet. Because that would be the ultimate.
Number one original G. What are you doing with that blanket and desktop?
This is not the top of the desk that this is, I don't think, ever not been on. For the 7 years we've had it. How the fuck is it on the top of not only not a desk,
but a blanket,
but Capri Sun box in the pantry? Well,
it's my day,
family.
This is my number one day.
This is my number one Mars Day.
Hot Mars Day.
and I've chosen to celebrate in the mudroom. That'd be tough.
So, as far as mobile devices go, Pornhub also has determined that the Apple iOS is the top OS.
All right.
Of choice for the majority of Americans.
Really?
Except for in 3 states. That would be Oregon, Ohio, and Virginia.
What are they working with?
Where the Android OS seems to represent more visits.
Weird. Just those 3 states on that fucking...
I don't know why...
Droid game.
That is weird.
Why those 3 states on that droid game?
Maybe...
What were it? It was
Oregon, Ohio, and Virginia.
On that droid game.
I wonder... But that also means...
Huh. Would have thunk it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand.
They didn't have any explanation.
No, but I'm wondering if there was something else that was gonna, some other place that was going to get their statistics, if we would actually see conclusively, no, that means there's actually more androids in those states, or is it just somehow there's more android users accessing pornography in those 3 states than in other states?
In those 3 states, men age 16 to 59
love androids.
Overwhelmingly are on that droid game.
Yeah, I guess something. I don't know. That's
I mean,
weird.
if you drive around those states,
but
I bet
that's a strange 3 states.
You went into an Olive Garden in Ohio and peeked around. You're going to see a lot of dudes at the table. You're going to see that droid, and you're going to be like, "I know your game.
I know what you do.
I know what you do with that. What do you, sir?"
In the pantry.
I want to pass on this incredible news that the Hollywood Comedy is back open for fucking laughs. The Hollywood Comedy is open for business. It's LA's hottest #stand-up comedy. Daily open mic from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Daily
open mic, alive and well. Comics are welcome to bring audience members to support you. Audience can donate any amount they can via Venmo. Venmo at the Hollywood Comedy. Last 4 digits, biz phone, #9336. I guess because you pay
Other gigs?
$5 for 5 minutes, $8 for 10 minutes, $12 for 15 minutes. 9 people max in the room at a time.
Well, wait, what?
No mic sharing. The mics will be rotated and sanitized after each incredible comic.
9 people?
9 people max. It's a very, I don't know if they could have put in more before anything. It is a storefront. It's that small. Must be on time. The doors lock on the hour. Oh, that's a fucking scary thing. Hear that door lock? Whew. I was like when I went to the Scientology, the fucking psychiatry museum, and that door closed behind me, and I knew like
that's it.
Oh, well, that's
I'm
it.
not getting out.
Oh, I'm not getting out.
They're gonna find out, and they're not gonna let me out.
They've already
They know
everything I've ever said negatively. They're like, why would he come here? He's so stupid. Click. Removing your name last minute will result in a mandatory prepayment. We don't cancel mics if there's only a few people. You get 8 minutes instead of 5 minutes. If there's less comics, I guess.
A lot of rules.
Yeah. Feel free to bring your own mic. $39 Shure SM48 can be obtained at Guitar Center or Amazon. Okay. What the fuck's going on here? How great would it be to roll in there and see 9 comics that all have the same mic that they got on Amazon? Was that my mic? That's it. So what's the deal with Bezos?
But then, like, with how many people? Like, no more than 9.
No more than 9.
Never, ever 9, though.
Never 9. Mostly 3. Kind of 1. The one person. And a friend. Oh, I met this guy.
But wait, is this place is that it?
That's it.
And then what happens at night? Do they open? How long is it?
1 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Oh, so shit.
Fucking killers.
There's gotta be some dips and valleys in that schedule, right?
Venmo the Hollywood Comedy. Last 4 digits. Biz phone 9336. Oh, wait a minute. Parking Pavilion on Melrose and Lillian. I guess they think you can just like park over Pavilion. I don't know if they asked Pavilion. You asked Pavilion?
Hey, you guys clear this?
Yeah, did you clear this with Pavs?
So if I go there to just enjoy the free entertainment, are there things I can? Are there imbibements in their snacks, booze, anything?
Like rice checks?
Am I allowed to drink?
Do you have rice checks?
Can I bring my own booze?
Can I bring my own A-Shock with rice checks? What's the deal with A-Shock and rice checks? Right? People are like, yeah.
People.
I don't know what's going on here. I know that mandatory mask wearing, and I know that temperatures will be taken at the door with no touch, infrared thermometer, fever not allowed to enter. It's like my comedy is like so hot. That's what it is. I spit so much fire that I run hot at 101.
Hot. That's just how it is.
That's how it is.
It's always been.
You don't get it, man. I spit fucking fire. I'm not 98.6. Everyone knows that. I'm the fucking fever
Bring your
comic.
own mic is interesting.
Love that. Pay for it. Bring your own mic. Good racket over there. I think we've got a lot of people want to be in the industry, want to get that stage time, and they like to workshop over here at the Hollywood Comedy across the street from Terry's Mexican Grill. Closed, but back open. Whew, it's amazing
right
what
next to that
closed and what
church?
reopened. Right next to the church. Yeah. Yeah.
What was that? And
That's more of a storefront church. That's what you mean.
it's not a very big church.
Not a elaborate.
It's not a church.
Not a church.
It's like a TV repair shop.
Yes.
But they go off Friday nights.
Yes, they
that
do.
band is fucking bumping.
So you're in.
Do you know what denomination that church is?
It's probably
Like some type of
I would
Catholic?
go Christian. I go Pentecostal because I've driven by there.
But
and
it is on that same. It's in that same building. The comedy store. The Hollywood Comedy.
I don't know if that's reopened. Unfortunately,
The church.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the pawn shop's gone.
Bob Roberts get a fucking tattoo for one of the greats.
He doesn't tattoo there really.
Well, in
His son's
legacy.
there. Derek Snodgrass, my friend and tattooer, works there, so you can still get a great
I want
tattoo
you to
there.
text
Everyone
Derek-
that works there is a.
Text Derek, ask him for the 10 scariest fucking tattoos he's ever seen.
Oh, he's a bit of a. I mean, he does a lot of skulls and
You know,
biker
the ones
stuff.
that he has to have done, I just be like, what are the 5 you've been around? You saw 5 tattoos that scared the shit out of you?
I don't think that.
Because I have a little bitch partner, I want to scare him. So I want to get high-res photos of them, and when he wakes up, I want to throw them on his chest.
When men interview women, they chatter more, they speak faster, and they listen less than when they're talking to another man. A new analysis has found those gender dynamics were spotted during a review of more than 2,000 interviews by the interview platform Bright Hire. When men interviewed women, they spoke 30% more words than they did when talking to another man. Also, when interacting with women, male interviewers dominated 60% of the discussion. The gender differences were equally stark when comparing male and female interviewers. Men spoke 20 words per minute faster than their female counterparts, yet their meetings ran 9% longer. Also, the back and forth dropped by 8% as men took center stage in the conversation. As a result, female job applicants spoke 6% fewer words than when interviewed by a man than they did when their interviewer was another woman. Men also were more than twice as likely as women to get a chance to interview for a position in the first place. And their interviews average 31 minutes compared to 26 minutes allotted for their female peers.
The bro's got to chop it up, you know? Need a few extra minutes.
Well, a few extra minutes to say 9% less words.
9% less words, but like, you
Just
know.
a lot of
you know. Huh? What's your Seltzy? What do you hit for Seltzy? What brand you go? You guys talked about Seltzies for
36 minutes.
18% of the meeting was about hard Seltzies. Yeah? And I
So,
want to know what my bra's hitting this summer.
I don't know, man. That doesn't sound good for
It doesn't
women in
sound
the workplace.
Good, trying to get in that meeting.
I think you should be able
So
to.
yeah, so you've read my resume, and I came over as you saw from that.
But
But what do you hit for Seltzy this summer? I'm not quite sure.
So interviewing
Anyway.
a woman for a job and you still talk more than she does.
We got to let her know about the job.
Let me fill you in on
Let me
everything.
fill you in.
Don't tell me, I'll tell you.
Don't tell me about any questions. I'll let you know how it is here. So Fridays we usually break out around 2.
You like to break out,
But you like Seltzies?
babe?
You break out? Did you break out with your boyfriend on Fridays?
Husband?
No. Cool. Oh, then you must break out with your husband? No. All right. Cool. Oh, wait, do you drink Seltzies with your girlfriend? No. Cool. It's crazy, man. Happy hour is crazy these days. Ever since the panty, I got my stimmy check. The panty's over, and I'm hitting these salties. You know how it is. Anyways, I gotta meet the bros. We got another meeting. We got another candidate. Al. Al's an old college bro.
He's a homie.
He probably won't get the job. He's kind of a fuck up. Oh, can I say that? Sorry, man. HR these days. Like, anyway, so like you were. Yeah, you didn't leave your number off the resi. So, what's up with that?
Can I take you out? You're not going to get the job.
Anyway, you didn't get the job. So the best thing is for us to just explore outside of work, right? Oh, fuck! I don't think I got this job.
Fuck it.
His college fucking fraternity
Seltzer,
Al got it.
Hard seltzer,
Al
bro.
got it.
I guess.
Al's one of the man. He parties.
He said Al was a fuck up, but I think he got the job.
Yeah, but he works hard. He plays hard. He's Al. You know how it is.
You know how
it is
Al
in these days. In this sector. Oh man, Al. Crazy, man. Can't keep a job, you know? Any hootsies. So you live around the neighbor area. So where you brunch? Where you and your girls brunch on Sundays? I could stop by. It's not a prob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Tesla. Yeah, I do have one. Oh, you didn't ask? Yeah, series. I got the original around. Ellie. I'm sorry, Elon. I call him Ellie. Ellie, he hooked me up. You know, the original Gigafactory. Anyway, man. So, cool. Got to get you out of here for a hell. So thank you, though, for coming in.
Gotta get you the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, me and Al. Thank you, though, man. Thank you. Good luck with life. It's like finding work and everything and eating and like living. Good luck with having a roof over your head and all that kind of crazy shit. Al!
What's up, you
What's up, you fucking fuck? Oh, man.
My name is Jonathan Larroquette. This is Seth Romatelli. This is Yeah Dude, episode number 865. If you could pledge to us on Patreon, it would mean so much. It keeps the show commercial free. It keeps us alive, thriving. It keeps the show free for everyone else, and also allows you access to archived episodes, video episodes, merch discounts. There's been a bit of shrink on that, I would say, over the last couple of months, and that's fine, and it is what it is. But if you have maybe pledged in the past, reconsider renewing that pledge. Would you please consider renewing that pledge, updating credit card information, or if you've never pledged, like I said, please consider it. It means the world to us, and it's the one way you can support this show.
It's very amazing.
Thank you to everybody who does.
It's very incredible of you, and we thank you. Anyone that ever has or is thinking about it, anyone that's ever called a voicemail, sent mail, told a friend, done all of the things that have kept this thing going from February of 2006 to June of 2021.
We have some live shows scheduled for this summer.
Yeah, come say
August.
Summer.
Oh yeah, I guess. Sorry, summer fall.
Into autumn.
August 7th in Los Angeles at the Lodge Room. My birthday. Tickets available for that.
Man, could you even imagine?
September 18th, Seth's birthday weekend in Detroit at the Majestic.
Could you even imagine?
October 30th. Halloween Eve, a spooktacular show at Collectivo.
Bring your scariest fucking tattoos.
In Milwaukee.
Photos. Be like, this is what my friend got. How scary is this?
I mean, Jesus has the scariest tattoo ever. Period.
Really?
Hands down.
Don't even maybe tell me.
I can't. But have you never seen it?
I don't know. I would know.
Hands down, the most terrifying tattoo ever put on a human being, I would say. And I will say that
is it
almost unequivocally.
Is it related to popular culture?
What does that mean?
Is it a character from a movie? Is it a scene from a book? Is it a...
No.
It's a macabre recreation. Illustration of someone's mind's eye. Or their deepest recesses of their deepest fears.
Craziest tattoo ever. And
I want to get
give you one more.
All right.
Also got it in a way that's like,
Oh,
I mean, done like not by a professional and not with a professional tool.
Oh,
so
like a stick and poke of
not a stick and poke, but a jail gun in a garage, and it was like in an excruciating area with an excruciating way of getting it,
down.
and it is
that adds to it. You can sense that.
100%.
You can sense that. That wasn't done in a sanitary
100%.
studio. I
Adds
want
to
this tattoo convention. I want to have a perfect balance of both. I want popular culture horror, and I also just want sheer like. How could you?
popular culture horror to me on bodies is a little, it's a little tough for me.
Okay.
I mean, except for like that dude, like old dude with like a crazy wolf man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's cool. But like, if you're like getting like, I don't know, like I don't even know what you would get like modern day. I guess like Jason and shit is like kind of iconic enough.
But
Freddy
like
Krueger's.
the twins from The Shining, shit like that. That's
Yeah,
I like
sure,
that
I
shit. That
guess.
shit's fun and scary
on
and
your
weird.
body.
It's all good.
I mean, yeah, it's all good. I guess. Yes,
You know?
it is all good.
Only here for a minute. What's the fucking difference? But yeah, I guess I want it to get abstract. I want characters from movies. I just want they might not even be. They might just be in the film as a protagonist, but have a frightened look. I want it to get that. I want it to get like
Victims in the movies.
yeah. I want I want like Mia Farrow, like her terrified face when she sees the baby at Rosemary. Like that would be like, because these tattoo artists, it's like they're taking photographs of your mind. They can make it so good now.
Yes.
I want that kind of shit.
Well, are we going?
I guess we have to go. I want to turn the corner and I want a woman to turn it on and just be like, oh shit, she saw the baby. But I also want, I want the creation between
Scary-
subject and
Scary scenes
that are just like, why?
or demons I've
Never conjured.
imagined. Demons I could never
I
possibly
could
conjure.
never conjure that demon, and I hate it. And I didn't like coming here, and it was a bad mistake.
888-842-2357 is our toll-free voicemail.
But that's what it's about. If we don't have that convention and we don't get to go to that, what the fuck? Why don't we just? I mean, we've been in the fucking house for fucking 2 years. Can I go?
I mean,
get
everything
scared?
sounds
anything
interesting enough
like
to
a little
like
league
be
baseball
like,
game.
let's go.
What? Who cares? Like
Yeah.
home run.
Our website, UhhYeahDude.com. You can find me, Jonathan Larroquette, on Instagram and broadcasting on Twitch a couple of days a week. Come back, tell a friend. 865. We'll see you.
What was
at
that? Mid?
866.
How do you say that?
Midsummer.
Name? Yeah, like
I was just gonna say like that
the-
might
the-
be like.
the when they jump. Oh, spoiler alert!
Never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen it.
Don't ruin it.
Oh, you should see it.
I know it's like
trippy.
terrifying, right?
Yeah, there's a couple things I'm just thinking that are. I shouldn't even. You didn't hear what I just said. Yeah, that would be if like a reference or an allusion
Or like
to something
the
that
Nick Cage, like Wicker Man, like where they're like burning his ass with like
remember
the
that as
basket on his
well.
face. Like there'd be some good ones.
yeah, we're gonna. Oh, we'll see. You get Jesus to
I don't know.
send that pic, send a pic, and then you send it to me, or is it gonna be too scary for me?
I don't know.
Should I go to the convention first to get myself like prepped to go into the
I'll
deepest
have to-
recesses of terror?
I believe he'll be joining us in Detroit, so maybe you'll see it then.
He should be joining the fucking convention and win the contest for deepest recesses of terror in your mind's eye. There's going to be a lot of contests there. He'll win? Yes.
I mean, it's fucking wild.
Oh, man.
I can't.
You shouldn't even say because
I won't say.
Because everyone's going to be
I'm
like...
not gonna say. Like I won't say.
people
I won't
ever
tell
gonna
you
see?
after the show.
You'll
like
just have to see Jesus and
you
ask
have
him
to
if he'll
just
let you
see
see
it
it.
yourself at some point.
Oh, my God.
See for yourself.
Well, it's good because in Detroit, I have to... My flight's at like 5, so if I'm getting sleepy...
You won't. You
show it to me and it'll like...
Come back for 866.
Take me to the airport at like
Take me to the
midnight.
airport.
Take your shirt off, and then I'll just. They'll be like, "What's wrong with that guy?" I'll just be like, with my enormous like hockey goalie duffel bag, just like. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please come back for
866.
Oh, 66.
666.
666.
Seatbelts.